family. We'll talk about abstinence. My husband and I had our first kiss at our wedding, so that's definitely what we believe in, and that's what we'll teach our children.
Now, many of you are emailing me, many of you, and you don't believe Amy that she kissed her husband for the first time at the wedding. You are jaded. Why wouldn't you believe something like that? You can always email me at KTRH.com, keyword Matt. But shame on you for not believing that. I'm going to introduce you to two people that absolutely believe that, and both of these folks just kissed their spouse when they first got married. First of all, and we'll be taking more of your calls on the Abstinence Plus program coming up, but former Texas Republican Party Chair Cathie Adams and political insider Jim McGrath both joining us here this morning. Good to have both of you here on Houston's Morning News.
Top of the morning.
It's great to be with you.
Now, Cathie, let me start with you. I won't ask you when are you married?
Yes, of course, for 42 years.
God bless you.
Same man.
I won't. Okay. I won't ask you when the first time you kissed your husband was. What I will ask you is, do Republican presidential hopefuls like, say, Mitt Romney, should they even bother coming to Texas, or is this pretty much a done deal with Rick Perry running?
Well, I can certainly say that I hope it's a done deal with Rick Perry running. That's what the people said in the last primary election. And furthermore, I don't think much of Rick. What is his name?
Mitt Romney.
Yes, thank you. And I really am not sold on his flip-flop on one issue after another.
What about Congressman Ron Paul, who's from Texas? Should he? I'm sure he will come to Texas and campaign.
I think that we just have to look at how many bills he's passed in the Congress and see how much momentum he's going to get. Of course, you can get your young people to the polls when there are specials.
All right. Well, let me ask our political insider Jim McGrath, who kissed his wife for the very first time when they got married. Jim, you say that everybody should come to Texas, and you know this should be wide open, right?
Well, absolutely. I attended a reception for Governor Romney last Tuesday night. It was a packed room. A lot of business folks resonating, or rather Governor Romney's message, 25 years in the private sector, creating jobs, conservative governor of Massachusetts, is resonating, and the proof was in seeing the room packed as it was last Tuesday night.
All right. I want to ask you both to hang on, if you would, when we come back. My question is, all right, so how does one win the heart of Texas?
Your Houston Morning News with Matt Patrick continues.
KTRH News Time is 7:22, and joining us, former Texas Republican Party Chair Cathie Adams and our political insider Jim McGrath. Welcome back to the both of you. All right, Cathie, let me start with you again. What does Rick Perry or any presidential candidate need to do to win the heart of Texas?
I think that Rick Perry has already done it. And first and foremost, he did not give us Romney care in the state of Texas. And he's promising, if he's elected president, to do all he can to get rid of Obamacare, which is the same as Romney care. There is no way that anyone can claim creating jobs when they are destroying jobs with that kind of a takeover of the American economy, 1/6 of the American economy.
All right, she is passionate. She is passionate, Mr. McGrath, and I know that you, full disclosure, are helping Governor Romney with his campaign. So, how does Governor Romney come into Texas and fight that Romney care albatross that he seems to carry around with him?
Well, I think the first thing he does is he focuses on the issue that matters to most Texans, which is the economy and job creation. And he's done that. He's released a 59-point plan to get America's economy turned around. He's got, again, his private sector experience, 25 years, meeting the payroll. Governor Perry is a fine man. And if he's our nominee, I'll get in line behind him. But he's a career politician, and politicians have gotten us into this mess. And I don't think
now, James, just to be fair, Cathie, I'll just jump in here for you. Governor Romney is no slouch when it comes to being a politician. Plus, he's the son of a politician. So, I mean, is that career politician moniker he keeps throwing around fair?
You know, if it's only true. It'll only stick if it's true. And Governor Perry came out of the Air Force and came into politics. He's been there for 30 years. He's very good at it. He switched parties. You know, 3 years ago there was a conservative revolt against Governor Perry. We had, the Perry business tax. We had the Trans-Texas corridor. We had the HPV vaccine controversy.
Right.
There was revolt against him. It wasn't until he got in front of a Tea Party meeting and said succession that all of a sudden he's the darling of the right.
All right, Cathie, I'm going to give you the last word. Go ahead.
Okay. There's plenty to revolt against what Governor Romney did as governor. First of all, if anybody has created jobs or created a climate where jobs can be created, that is Governor Rick Perry. And furthermore, as far as all of these issues that they're dragging in, it's like, oh my goodness, those are just sour grapes. We won those things. And as far as a man who is overseeing bad business, it's not just Omnicare, but Romneycare, but how about that issue of homosexual marriage, gay marriage that happened in Massachusetts when he was governor?
All right, Cathie,
That's not true.
Guys, I promise I'm going to have you back. I love this back and forth. That's what it's all about. Former Texas Republican Party Chair Cathie Adams and Jim McGrath joining us here this morning. You guys are great. Thank you so much.